everyone, welcome to my little converted caravan in Cornwall. That's not actually mine, obviously. So I'm here. I'm not just me, hang on. I have a date. Hope's here too. So we have come to Cornwall for a little mini break. We're here with Kip Hideaways, which is a really beautiful little travel company who specialise in like really boutique, affordable UK staycation places. I'll leave a link to them in the description box because I think you will absolutely love them. I've got friends who have stayed with them loads in the past and always really enjoyed where they stay. I always find it like really difficult to actually choose somewhere to stay and like know, you know, the choices are just so vast. So yeah, it's nice to use a company who like don't have a lot of choice and really pre-vet who really pre-vet their places. So this is one of theirs, and yeah, just really excited to be here. Cornwall is one of my all-time favourite places. It's the place that I, apart from the Peak District, it's the place that I always think I could actually see myself living. It was raining when we got here and now I'm a bit like, oh, the sun's coming through, so I think I might have to move. Yeah, that's better. So you can see like the place all behind me. I will give you a proper room tour. The light isn't like at its best at the minute, but I promise I will give like a full room tour before we go. But this is like the absolute highlight. Look, the log burner. I haven't lit it yet. So we got here yesterday. It was a very long drive. I always forget how long it is to drive to Cornwall, but it was so worth it. The weather was absolutely rubbish, so when we got here we just unpacked and relaxed and just like settled into it. I had a little walk out, but it was dark when we got here last night. So this morning we're gonna head out. The beach isn't too far away, so I'm thinking, yeah, we're just gonna get up, get out and explore for a little bit. Okay, this was like the first thing that I saw and I got a bit worried, but they are allowed on the beach because we are after the 30th of September. So that is it's good to know. You're allowed, Hope. Let's go. So this is Carbis Bay beach, and just over there on the corner is St Ives. This is where they had the G7 summit. And check out the beach. Oh my goodness, literally, can you imagine this being like your morning walk? Look at this, so beautiful. I know the Peak District is beautiful, but the beach, hello, stunning. So glad I brought my coat. Still beautiful, even in the rain. Stunning. Hope you look like a teddy bear that got left outside. Oh, it's gonna get you dried off. Just as we were going onto the beach, I was literally thinking, oh, I don't think I need my coat. I think it's like quite warm. But that's the British weather for you. I'm really glad that I brought it. Outfit wise, I'm struggling to show you anything because the mirror in the place where I'm staying is just quite difficult. So I've got, oh, I'll try and show you properly in a bit. But yeah, like this hill, by the way, is monstrous that I'm walking up. Look at this. So if I get a little bit out of breath, that is why. Yeah, I was writing last night when we got here, and I was having like cozy chills. I was writing about solo travel and just like loneliness and how that's just the connections between those. And I was thinking back to like my first solo trip that I did and how anxious I felt, and how I was married at that time and my hands were literally shaking on the wheel as I was driving down to the place that I'd booked to go and stay. But it was something that I really wanted to do. Like, I wanted to push myself to travel on my own, and in the beginning it started out as something for writing, so I did it to like have a little bit of a retreat away, and now I love traveling on my own. And I was thinking yesterday like how far I've come and how much more comfortable I am, and I'm sure that living alone has, you know, helped with that. But yeah, you'll have to let me know in the comments. I'm really intrigued if like traveling alone is something that you do, if it's something that you like, if it's something that you want to get into. I absolutely love it. I have got things planned while I'm down here though. I feel super lucky to have friends like all over the country. So I don't have loads of friends like where I live. Like, my nearest friend is about 40 minutes away, but usually I can call on a few depending on whereabouts I go. So I'm meeting up with Madeline, who I'm so excited to finally get to meet today, and then friend Holly, and yeah, she is coming over later, so that's going to be super fun. So I'm like alone but also checking in with people as well, so it's a really nice mix this trip. And I think I had a little beach walk, gonna go back and just get chilled, just like get dry and everything, and then go and have a little wander around St Ives, because I really want you to see it. I've seen it before, it's so beautiful, so I'm excited to show you around. But oh my gosh, this hill is, oh, it's killing me.
Side by side we sway there in all the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors.
It's kind of romantic in this weather though.
It is romantic. We're having a very romantic day in St Ives in the rain.
Had a lovely date.
Really nice day. It's still beautiful in the rain. Stunning.
I never get over St Ives, you know.
But I guess it doesn't change, does it?
No.
'Cause it's just,
Always magical.
yeah, definitely magical.
Some stuff like that. Talk to me and tell me all that you've seen, all the colors. Summer love.
This is Jessica's outfit of the day. Rainy edition. Oh no. Not the best footwear for this weather. Mine aren't much better because they're Converse.
The lazy river day by sunset view, sleeping in the afternoon. No place to be and nothing to prove.
Oh my goodness, that was a that was a windswept, windy and very wet afternoon. So nice though. It was so good to meet up with Madeline. If you don't already follow Maddie or know of her work online, whenever I get asked like, oh, what other YouTube channels would you recommend, Madeline's is always right up there, and I will leave a link to it in the description below, because yeah, I followed her for years and years, and it was just so nice to finally meet up today. This is by no means a moan about what I do. I am so grateful, and grateful every single day to do what I do. But I think a lot of us have felt this, especially throughout the pandemic, with lots of us working from home and things like that. It gets really lonely when you are working and living alone. And as much as I love, you know, solo travels, and I think it's so important to learn to be with ourselves. Like, I saw, this is the thing that I was writing about last night, I saw a post from the School of Life which was about how we have a real problem because at the minute people think that the alternative or the cure for loneliness is to be in a relationship. But like, from personal experience, at my loneliest times were when I was in a relationship. So yeah, thinking that isn't necessarily the case, and like I was saying earlier, it's so important to, I'm finding it important personally, everyone's different, this is just my experience, but I'm finding it so important to learn to be alone and to learn how to be by myself. I sometimes think, and I said this in my Q&A on Instagram the other week, I sometimes think I'm in danger of like overly romanticizing my single life in an attempt to like keep people away, to keep people at a distance so I don't get hurt, guys wise. But yeah, learning to be by myself is definitely something that I have needed to do, and I'm getting so much out of. But obviously there's a balance, and arranging to like meet up today, like I'm so glad that we did that. And I know so many of us are struggling with loneliness like right now, and this lack of connection, and it does take effort. It's strange that we are so, we've never been like more connected than what we are in terms of social media, and yet we're all feeling lonely. But I think that the more effort you can make to make those connections with the right people who you feel add something to your life, who you can be yourself around, who you can, you know, share experiences with, I think that is so important. And I'm just really glad that I pushed myself to do that today, because I'm feeling super good for it. And St Ives was beautiful, and hopefully you enjoyed a little wander around. If you do get a chance to come to St Ives, I think you will absolutely love it. It's like going back in time. It's so beautiful. Hope says good morning, everyone. So the light is good in here now, so I'm going to give you a little tour of the place where I've been staying, and I will leave a link to it in the description. How beautiful is it though? It gives me like Swedish vibes. I mean, the name of it is Lagom, which I know is a Swedish word, so I'm sure it's the design. I'm sure the design is inspired by Swedish design, and it's just so cozy. And I've got so much interior inspiration that I want to show you. But basically, this is it. So it was a static caravan, and it's been converted into something just. It's just magical. Like, look at the log burner. I've had this on all morning, had it on all night last night. Just stunning. I'm absolutely loving this like basket fireside setup as well. So this is like the I don't know, like the lounge cozy kind of area. Just like the details of it are absolutely stunning. I absolutely love the wood with the grey, with the white, with the green as well. It's like a colour scheme of dreams. These are really, really cool. I'll just show you these little fairy lights. I love this idea. And they look like, look at that, they look like woodlandy. So it looks like a twig. I'm not sure like how that's been done, but how beautiful, how cool. And then I love the bamboo blinds as well. What else did I want to show you? Kitchen area. Just like the way everything's been styled is so stunning. This match set I'm a little bit obsessed with. This is what Maddie and I saw yesterday. And you keep all your matches in here and then you like strike it underneath. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, just all these details are so scrumptious. I had to show you all of them because there is so much inspiration in here. I need to wash up. Haven't washed up yet. How many cups of tea? Oh my gosh. So then you've got like little bunk beds here. So it does sleep 4. I'm also obsessed with this plant, by the way. This little hanging arrangement. So cute. So you've got bunk beds here. So it does actually sleep 4. Hope's brought her favourite toys. And then the main bedroom is through here, which is super cute. It's so cute. It's got another, look at the little hanging plant again. So beautiful. So yeah, this is, I don't know, I felt like a kid diving into this bed at night because you can't like, you know, walk around it or anything. You literally just throw yourself on this way. But around the corner, like it does have a little wardrobe / mirror. My clothes are just in the suitcase. I haven't even unpacked. I love this idea, like having the peg rail and then having the baskets hanging off to put things in. Books by the bed, so cute. Like the details are just second to none. This is the bathroom. I'll put the light on for you. I am fresh out the shower. I can attest that that was lovely. And yeah, again, like this brass detail, the mirror just hanging over the light like that. So cute. You've got the most gorgeous little setup of toiletries. Yeah. I can't fault it. It's just the cutest little place. Absolutely perfect for 1 person, 2 people. You could definitely do 4 if you wanted and you were like, you know, close enough. But there it is. Hopefully you've got a bit of interior inspiration out of that as well. The design of it is like just absolutely perfect. I've finished writing my Substack this morning, and I also think it would be a really great place to come if you're like a creative who wants to write or work or something like that, you know, a little bit off grid. It would definitely be ideal for that, but I will leave a link in the description for you. I think you're good there. I'm going to finish the vlog where I started. So Hope and I are about to get packed up and ready to head back. It's been a really lovely 2 days. Last night didn't go to plan because the worst thing about this trip has been the weather. It's been really, really stormy. It's been fine because I've enjoyed like being inside and keeping cozy. But in terms of like getting out and exploring, it's been a little bit tricky. So last night didn't go to plan because Holly didn't come down like she was going to with the weather and finishing work late and all that kind of stuff. But I had that introvert thing, which if you are an introvert, I know that you will totally get, where you're kind of, no, I'm not going to say the word relieved because that's a little bit strong, but you quite like cancelled plans. And Holly knows that about me. Like if people cancel plans on me, unless it's something that I'm really, really, you know, have been building up to for a really long time, I don't mind, especially if I'm busy with other stuff, or I've had like quite a full-on day or week or whatever. So yeah, that happened, but it was totally fine. I just spent the evening like editing the vlog, editing photos. I finished my Substack, which is gonna go out later on this morning. I'll leave a link to that in the description if you want to go and give that a read. That is all about loneliness and traveling alone and being alone and the connections with that, like I was talking about earlier in the vlog. But it's been such a good trip. It's been an experience. I love that about solo travel. I love the way that it pushes you out of your comfort zone, because I think like traveling anywhere is always a bit of a what's the right word, effort maybe. Like traveling, you know, when you're just changing all your surroundings, all the energy around you changes, everything changes. But to do that alone is always a little bit more scary and pushes you out of your comfort zone. I feel really pleased with how I've dealt with all of that, and I have really, really enjoyed myself. It's most definitely been an experience, as I always find travels are. Like, I always get super, super inspired when I go traveling, and I always go home with like, I don't know, like a little bit of something that I want to take with me, like a realization, a routine. It can be all sorts of different things, but this trip has been no exception. And as you will tell, because I've decided like what the title is going to be for this vlog, there is a really big change that I've decided on while I've been here. And it was actually yesterday while I was talking with Maddie. And it's one of those things where it's something that you've wanted to do anyway. And you know, you build up to it, you mull it over. And then you kind of just need to say it out loud, and for someone to be like, oh yeah, or oh, it's not a big deal, or oh yeah, that's great. Not that you need them to validate it, but I don't know, just there's something in saying it out loud and just also knowing that the time is right to make that change, even though it still feels a little bit scary. And that is what has happened this trip, which feels really, really special. So the thing the thing that I have decided to change is I am going to change my name. There is a lot of story, and it is a story for another day, and I'll probably write about it on Substack, to be fair, to give you the full spiel. There's a lot of shame and strings and history attached with my maiden name, also with my married name, but I am going to change my name back. And I've been mulling it over all year about what I'm gonna do about this, but it's something that I really, really want to do. So there's a little bit of admin involved, obviously, with the handles and links, and I don't know how it's gonna work. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm gonna change my name. I figure that I've got more in front of me than I have behind, work-wise, so it kind of doesn't matter that you guys all know me as Jessica Rose Williams. I'm sure that you guys aren't going to mind, but please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, I was going to ask people's actual opinion on it, and then I was like, I don't need people's opinions. I know like what's right for me, and I have made my decision. So I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but it is coming, and I wanted to let you know that I've made this decision while I've been away, and I'm going to go back to being Jessica Rose Knight. And it feels really exciting, it feels really liberating. I can't wait. And I feel like I wish I'd never changed my name. And I feel like I am adamant I will never ever change it again. But feel free to remind me of that at some point if necessary. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling, and I think it's going to be like a new year kind of thing. But I've 100% made my decision, and I know it's right because I feel it's right here in this part of my body. It sits right, and I just feel super excited about it. So I wanted to tell you. I can't wait to hear what you think. I'm going to finish the vlog here on that note, and yeah, we're going to go and meet Holly on our way back. So we didn't fully cancel our plans, we just sort of rearranged. So I'm going to meet her in Exeter on the drive home. I think we're going to have like a nice one last nice walk on the beach, because this is the last time I'm going to get to see the beach this year, I think. And then just have a really nice steady drive back, spend a bit of time with my friend, and enjoy the weekend. But I hope that you've had a lovely week. I hope that you have a lovely weekend. I hope you've enjoyed the vlog. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll see you soon.